Well, I think that, of course, we live every day with this horror, and the emphasis moves, but we've armed ourselves to destroy the world as we know it, number one. And we simply seem to be incapable of doing anything about it. We're paralyzed. And then what happened to me was in 1985, at the conference, the midterm conference on the decade for women that was held in Nairobi and so on, I started hearing people talk about the consequences of what the U.S. was doing prior to that time with the bomb testing in Bikini. I heard about, they were hardly formed human beings, the babies that were born as a consequence of that. And it has stayed with me because I'd hear these Native women speak about it. So you couldn't ignore it. And it was like it was a forerunner. It is a forerunner of what could happen. So I've never, and in the 80s, particularly with the talk of Reagan on evil empire and all this, with the absolute drop in communication between the two superpowers and so forth, it became, and it hasn't come to that point again, a really pressing issue. I think there were over 1 million people in protest over the nuclear situation in Central Park sometime in the 80s, and Carl Sagan's nuclear winter, all of those things. So it was a pressing issue, and the fact that it's off the table now doesn't keep it from continuing to be a pressing issue. But we never seem to get to it because we keep arming ourselves and arming other people as well.